Wow, senores, man. Ah, beautiful weather, man. You hear the birds chirping. It sounds like they're saying, Ryan, we need another story time. Anyways, real stories from real trips, real situations. Wow, senores. I was contemplating on should I tell this story or not, but let's go ahead and give it to the people, man. We've been keeping it real anyway, so let's just keep keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Before I start, I'd like to say the Dominican Republic is my favorite place to be right now. I've spent the most time there when it comes to traveling. It's my favorite place in the world, right? However, even your favorite place can let you down sometimes. I'm not saying they let me down, I'm just saying it's possible, right? Anyways, we're gonna get into the story time, man. So this is a different one. This one's not about a female, right? This one's not really about dating, all right? This one was about someone I thought was a homie, right? Now, I'm not one of those dudes that's like super naive that would befriend somebody and think that this person is just trustworthy, and I'm not one of them. Trust me, I'm not one of them. Even people I've known for a little while, you know, they might be in a box. I kind of notice certain traits in them, so keep them at an arm's length and kind of watch them, and we might have something in common. We do what we do, but I pay attention. You know, you got people like that. Even when you do business, you got people you might do business with, but you might not go to the club with. So you like, yo, he a good business dude, but I don't know if he's that type of guy. Anyways, the point of this story is I want to get y'all this story because I want everybody to be careful when they're traveling, man. It ain't just about Dominican Republic that you need to be careful. You need to be careful anywhere when you're befriending people, right? So, all right, boom. I got this homie. We're just gonna call him Pablo for the sake of this video. All right. So, Pablo, I met this dude in DR. Born and raised in the Dominican Republic. Let's say there. Let's just say that, you know. His parents might be from a different country, but he's born and raised in the Dominican Republic, all right? So, for the video, for the sake of the video, name is Pablo. You know, some of you might even know this brother. He's really popular in DR. He's really popular in the tourist area. Let's just say that. So when I first, all right, let me give y'all like kind of my first encounter with him. So when I first met him, I needed some help. This was a long time ago. I needed some help finding an ATM. I was by myself for the moment, right? I was by myself for that moment. I was with someone, but they were off doing something else. So, by myself for that moment. He helped me find the ATM. I threw him a little tip just for helping out, you know what I'm saying? My appreciation. His English was perfect. I noticed that first quarter. So, instantly, I might have prejudged him a little bit. I was like, I don't trust this cat, but I need some help. He's willing to help me. You know what I'm saying? An eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? You help me out, I'll throw you a little tip, whatever. So he's like, yo, you know, take my number. If you need anything, I can get it for you. I'm like, all right, but I'm just like thinking I'm not ever gonna need you, but I'll take your number. I'm like, cause the person I'm with, if I need anything, I'm gonna go to her because she's also someone I actually do trust, and she's born and raised here. Full Dominican, so why would I go to you, right? That's what I was thinking. That's how we met. So I would see him here and there passing because, you know, I was living in DR at one point. So I would always see him, so we would always be like, hey, what's up, bro, da 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 da. And we would just chop it up on some regular stuff. The English was so good, and back then my Spanish was terrible, so seeing another English speaker, it was always exciting because I would get to have a full-blown real conversation. All right, so it was cool. That's just a kind of like the origin story, like how we met and everything. So over the years, months, times, we would always run into each other. Then it got to a point, because he would, every time he see me, yo, hit me up, bro. I got whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? You need this, I need that, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? whatever, anything you need. So I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm in a full-blown relationship. I'm cool. So it got to a point where one day I was no longer in a relationship. I was single now. So now that I'm single, I quickly remembered fam saying that, right? So I said, let me hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Because with my ex, she was my, like, if I ever needed something, I'm going to her. She spoke English, and, she'll point us in any direction she needed to. All right, so first quarter, I was alone, pause, and then I hit him up. We'll go grab some drinks. You know what I'm saying? If I needed whatever I needed, he'll point me in a direction. If I say, yo, I want to maybe find a regular, where the regular joints at, like where the regular chicks at, that's not like selling, da-da-da. He'll tell me, yo, here's where you're going to find the best, regular young ladies at. And he'll point me in that direction. I have a homie come with me. Homie comes on the trip. I hit him again, yo, my homie, I don't smoke, but I have some homies that smoke. So I said, yo, my homie's looking for some, what I'm saying, whatever. And he'll say, oh yeah, I got you. So he'll pull up where we at, or we'll meet him somewhere. He'll deal with my homie, like, give him what he needs. And like I said, I'm not a smoker, but my homie does, and my homie be like, yeah, it's fire, it's cool. So I'm like, all right, he legit. And this is happening over a long time. So sometimes if we out, he'll kick it for a little while with us. He'll even come eat with us, drink, and we'll chop it up. And we'll talk. He'll tell us the real about the young ladies. Like, oh, yo, I'll show, like, even if I show, for example, if I showed him a text, he'll be like, oh, this is what she's doing. Let me tell you what she's doing. She doing this. Or one time I was out and about, and the host, I gave her my number, and I'm like, let's see if she actually gonna hit me up. I didn't take her number. I said, if she hit me up, that means she's interested. So he was like, how much days you got left? And I'll be like, I only got like 2 days left. He's like, all right, you got 2 days left. You're not gonna be able to hook up with her if she's a regular joint. If you can, then she's not regular. All right, he was like, well, you talk to her a little while, maybe you do a date before you go, do a date. And next time you come, if you warm it up, you'll probably be able to hook up or whatever. Because regular girls ain't really gonna let you just hit like that. Especially you only got 2 days left. Because she's gonna be thinking you over here just trying to smash everything. Little stuff like, which, some would say that's common sense or that's common knowledge. But little stuff like that we would talk about. So I'm just giving you the nature of our relationship, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm just letting you know how I built a surface level trust. Because I don't trust nobody fully, right? But there's levels of trust certain people get. Obviously my brothers, I trust them to the core. But then again, you have someone like him, I don't trust him. But he had a surface level, he cool, keep him right there. Like, we'll meet up places. I might not give him the address to where I'm at because I don't trust him like that. But I trust him enough to say, hey bro, I need this. All right, yo, meet me here in 10 minutes. Boom, I'm there, he there. Oh, perfect example. I wanted to get some alcohol, right? All the country wasn't allowed to sell alcohol during like election. They shut it down for like 2 days. I already knew who to call. I said, hey Brody, I need some alcohol. He said, yeah, bet. Come through, I got you. Go. I pay for it. I slide him a little tip or whatever. Like, he's the guy. He speaks English, so he's a hustler. He figured out a way to make money in the country just by using his English, because he knows a lot of brothers come and they don't speak English. So, but we done business so much that we have a surface level friendship. He'll be like, yo, you my boy, man, da 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 da. Hey, when you going out, man, tell me when you going out. Yeah, I'll come through, da-da-da-da-da. All right, bet. Cool. And if any of y'all are wondering who this guy is, I'm telling you, he's very popular. If you have an inkling that you might know him, just send me a picture and I'll confirm yes or no if that's him. I ain't gonna put his business, I ain't gonna put his information out, I ain't gonna put his picture out. But if you feel like you know who this person is, I want you to be safe, so I'll say, yeah, that's him. Cool. And he'll still get you what you need. You just gotta. Anyways, let me continue the story. So y'all know the nature of the relationship, how we built our relationship. So last trip now, I was gonna have him help me record videos, which my other homie ended up helping me record. Shout out to him. If you're watching, you know who you are. Shout out to you. We've been talking about, yo, you gonna help me record, da-da-da-da-da. So, and I trust him enough to do that, to help me record some videos. I trust him enough to do that. Like I said, it's a surface level trust. There's certain things I would trust him with, and there's certain things I wouldn't trust him with. That I would trust him with. All right, cool. So we didn't really get to meet up at first. The first few days, you know, either I'll be busy or he'll be busy. All right, cool. We was like, nah, we're gonna do it before I leave. It's all good. So first few nights of the trip, I linked up with him. Everything was cool. I was with my homie. He got my homie what my homie needed, and we was good to go. Even my homie's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He on deck, like anything. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he'll get you whatever you need, fam. So even my homie started linking up with him on the side, aside from me. That's how much like we started like dealing with him, right? So one night, I was on some bull. I was on bull. I ain't gonna hold you. I was on bull. One night, I was just on DT, bro. And I said, man, I was out having a good time with some friends, people I trust. It was nothing crazy. And one of the persons left, so I hit my boy up, and I'm like, dang, it's getting a little late. You know, what's a good spot? I can find some regular chicks, you know, maybe try to holler at some chicks. Just regular chicks, a bar or something, I could have a drink, maybe a dance, and da-da-da-da-da, right? So he's like, I got you, oh, yo, come here. So he drops the address. He's like, yeah, come here, man. He said, I got some girls for you that wanna do your YouTube thing. Like, you know, I told them you do videos and they're down. So I said, okay, you know, my videos are innocent videos, you know. Anyways, I was like, you know, my videos are innocent because it's for YouTube. He's like, yeah, they're down, you know, come through. He was like, yeah, you know, it's a bar. I told him I'm looking for a spot. You know, we probably go dance, have some drinks, whatever, and where we could try to talk to some women. He dropped the Addy. I seen it was close to Zona Colonial, so I said, okay, it's probably one of those spots in Zona Colonial. I wasn't tripping, right? So he's like, yeah, you know, just throw them a little something. So I was like, yeah, I don't mind paying a little something if they're gonna give me some good content. That's no problem. I pull up there, I get there, and it was like at the end of Zona Colonial, not near the water, but the opposite end. But it looked at mad sketchy because I didn't see no people. I didn't see no cars. I'm like, where am I type? So I'm already kind of guarded, you know what I'm saying? And I was with a friend, a Dominican friend, right? So I felt a little safer because I was with a friend that was Dominican. But then again, I may or may not trust this person either. So, because this person is amazing person, but still, I don't know y'all personally like that. So I get to the place, he comes, he's like, yo, is that you in that da-da-da car? I'm like, yeah, but fam, where are we? He's like, no, come out. So now I'm like, what is going on here? So my spidey sense is already tingling, right? But I said, would he? I said, nah, he wouldn't do that. I'm like, he would, but nah, he wouldn't. So I'm like, nah, you know, he ain't. I'm like, you know what, it is Zona Colonial. I should, you know, let's go see what he's talking about. Maybe this is like some underground club that I haven't heard of, because, you know, he's good for stuff like that, right? So I said, you know, all right, bet. So I get out the car with my friend. go upstairs. That's another thing. We're going upstairs. So we go upstairs. All right, now, peep this. Go upstairs, right? It's slick, low-key, kind of dim lit. First red flag. Then it's a hallway with a bunch of rooms, but the doors are like open, and it's like not normal rooms. It's just like a bed. So I'm looking at him, cause like he knows my vibe. He knows my vibe. That's how long we've been around each other. He knows my vibe. He knows I don't do stuff like this, right? So I'm like confused. And then he was like, oh, there's the girls, right? So now you got two girls that are in a room, and it's just a room with one bed there. And it's a small behind room, like with nothing in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a hallway with a bunch of like little rooms lined up. I low-key, listen, no disrespect to homie, but I low-key feel like I was at a freak-off, fam. I was like, yo, fam brought me to a freak-off, what is happening, right? Even the person I was with was like, what? Where are we? Like, they started talking in Spanish to each other. So I walked out immediately. Like, when I seen the scene, he was like, yeah, they'll go to girls. I'm like, what? And I walked out. I'm like, so he's calling me like, he's like, hey, bro, like, you know, hey, bro, where you going, bro? And so I go in the car to leave. My friend jumps in the car too. And he's like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, what the I can't say that. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I'm like, bro, what is this, man? Like, what is this? What you got me? I can't even say what I really said because I'm on YouTube. But I'm like, bro, what you got me? Like, come on, bro. You know I don't want to get down like that. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, you tried me. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. All right. Let's go to this other bar. All right. This other bar over here, it's good, man. I said, nah, bro, your chances are up with me, bro. You got one time to try me like that, bro. You got one time to try me like that. I said, I'm going, bro. So he's like, hey, bro, come on, man. And I drove off. And he's calling me, right? So as he's calling me, begging me to come back and saying sorry, apologizing. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why would you apologize? This is how he knew he messed up, because he knows I'm not into stuff like that. And with all respect, but like the two chicks that he said that he was bragging about, that he wanted to do content, which I was thinking like it was at a public area, some bar or something. I'm not even gonna, all right, I gotta keep it YouTube friendly. I'm not even gonna describe the two chicks. All right. It was just not a good sight. It looked very sketchy. It looked dangerous. And it also looked like, you know what I'm saying, where am I at? Like some dude's about to pop out the back. And like, yeah. So I'm leaving. He's blowing me up, right? The person who I was with was like, yo, let's go to a different bar, da-da-da-da-da. So I said, you know what? I'm done. I just want to go home. Like, my vibe is killed. I'm already starting to feel that sketch vibe. And when I feel that vibe, it's time to, it's done. Everything's done. Thank goodness I was driving my rental car, because had I would not been in a rental car and I like took an Uber there, I would have came outside like naked. But anyways, so I jumped in the car and left immediately, right? Because I already felt like I was in danger, low key. All right, anyways. So my friend wants to go to another bar. Oh yeah, let's go to another bar, da-da-da. You know, I'm like, nah, I'm just ready to go. All right, ready, I'm leaving. I'm trying to get out of Zona Colonial, like I'm in the middle. You know, bust a left turn. Somewhere I just noticed, all right, there's a car behind me. I'm like, hold on. I turn left, car turns left. All right, maybe they're going this way. I turn right, car turn right. I'm like, all right, maybe they're going the same way I'm going. I make another turn, car turns. I'm like, so I'm looking at the person next to me. I'm like, at this point, I don't trust nobody. I don't know if this person called somebody. I don't know if he was trying to set me up on something and now they follow me in the car, or if I'm just being paranoid and nobody's following me. At this point, I don't know what's going on, but to eliminate all drama, like I'm about to go out like Rambo, like I'm about to kick this one out the car physically, and like that's all I'm thinking. I'm like, nah, this can't be. So I said, all right, do another turn. That person turned. I'm like, what is going? So now my heart racing, but I'm not saying what's going on because I don't know if the person with me is like trying to set me up, or if it was the person I thought was my homie was trying to set me up, like sent some people, or if these are just some random people following me because they noticed, maybe they heard me speak some English, I don't know, or I'm being paranoid. It could be so many different things, but where I come from, you don't bust too many same turns like that, especially not in like zigzag. So, and I'm testing it. I'm like, boom, this way. And I'm acting like I don't see it, like it's in the distance. And I ain't saying nothing, I no panic on my face, no none of that. But in my head, I'm like, I see you, boy, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So, still following, still driving, still following. You heard? So, friends like, yo, let's go here. I'm like, nah, at this point, nah, definitely going. So I'm like, I'm not going to the Airbnb with nobody following me, right? So it finally got to a point where in DR, you know, there's a lot of like these little split roads where one goes up high like a ramp. That's anywhere, right? But there's a lot of those little joints, right? So there was one coming up, right? So I said, all right, boom, I swerved this way. They still kind of following. So I sped up, and then I quickly swerved on the exit, and they like had to continue down, and that was it. I sped off, and I ain't see them no more, right? Because they're not gonna reverse on a one-way road, XYZ. So if it was supposed to be a lick, if it was, then they probably was like, you got away. But this is why I don't know what I'm gonna title this. This is probably like one of those, did I get set up? Was I supposed to get robbed? What happened, right? And then after the whole follow me situation, I posted something on my story, and the homie, he didn't respond, nothing. So I felt that was like kind of admission of guilt, that he knew that I knew. So I don't know. There's no solid proof here. That's why I'm not gonna say for a solid fact I was trying to be set up. But guess what? Man, them got cut off. I don't deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't deal with that brother no more because for one, he tried me, bringing me to that spot. And then for two, I don't know if he was trying to set me up. So there's chicks that could play the long game, pause. Dudes could play the long game too, pause. Because, you know, was it a real kind of business friendship type of vibe? Was he kind of like, yeah, he's a good, client, we always do business together? Or was it us feeding me a little here and there to try to set me up for the big play at the end? I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Was it something there? Was it nothing there? Am I tripping? Let me know what y'all think. And as usual, drop a 100 in the comments if you made it this far. Let me know if I'm tripping, or if I was being paranoid, or, just let me know. Sometimes I may overthink. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. It's your boy. Vacation time with Ryan and Wow Senores. Another one. So y'all be blessed, man. Hey, go ahead and join the Facebook group. If you want to be a part of the WhatsApp group, which I think is kind of cool because we got kind of a cool small, it's not a very big group, it's kind of a cool small group, like 20 people, but we interact well. So if you want to be a part of that, shoot me a private message, and if you're cool, I'll let you in there. Anyways, Peace.